What's up guys, Xbox Tech Junkie back today with another video. Today we are finally continuing the Halo Library Edition. We are finishing off with the Forerunner Saga with Halo Silentium, written by Greg Bear. Quick side note before we get started, Halo 2 Anniversary did finally release on PC, so if you are a PC Master Race person, go play some Halo 2. If you have any feedback or something you just are having troubles with, definitely head over to Halo Support and submit a ticket so that way the support team can get to it as quickly as possible and fix it. Alright, so Halo Silentium, like I said, is the final book in the Forerunner Saga. It wasn't released until 2013, so if you're someone who's trying to think, should I read this before playing Halo 4? Necessarily you don't have to, just because it didn't come out until after Halo 4, so that way the story doesn't actually spoil or have any sort of teasers for Halo 4. But it is a great final wrap-off to that saga. Definitely one of my favorite books out of the Greg Bear saga, as I like to call it. So in this book, we are finally getting back to Born Stellar Makes Eternal Lasting, our young manipular Forerunner who has now basically been upgraded to a warrior servant and is now, spoiler alert, a nice little clone of the Didact. He is now currently known as the ISO Didact. Essentially what this book is about is it's in the final moments of the Forerunner era. So that means we are super close to lighting the rings, we are super close to figuring out how the 343 Guilty Spark came to be, how the Flood was affected, what the Primordial was doing, where Mendicant Bias was doing all this. So all of those things that if you are really interested in the original Forerunner story, this book kind of just sums it all up in a really good send-off for the saga. You definitely get to see a little bit more behind the scenes of how certain things came to be, how the Ark was involved into the final days of the Forerunners, what it did. Basically it's all really cool, and you get to see how characters were made, like 343 Guilty Spark. One of the cooler things about this book is if you've played a lot of the Halo games and you've heard a lot of references, not really references, but key moments from throughout the whole story, those references and points pop up in this book, and you kind of see how just this single book is connected to the entire Halo gaming franchise. Like I said, I definitely recommend it. I actually recommend all Halo books. They're all good in their own unique way. I, for one, haven't read each and every one of them, but I've read the majority of them. So Halo Silentium is the final book in the Forerunner Saga. So we are officially finishing off the Forerunner Saga. Next week, we will be jumping over into how the Covenant became, the Covenant, how, basically just the origin story of the Covenant. And after that, we will be jumping over into the first book that takes place more around the rise of humanity in terms of going to war with the Covenant, with Halo Contact of Harvest. So definitely stick around for these next couple episodes. This book is actually a really unique book in my honest opinion, so we'll jump into that. But last but not least, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry it's been so long since this episode came out. There's just been so much going on in life. But back at it, and we'll have more Halo Infinite news coming in July thanks to Xbox's live event, and I'll be talking about that this week as well. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.